All right, here's what my son and I are calling the super truck. It's not completely finished. This might be video one of a two-part series maybe, but it's a pretty good start and it's drivable. So we'll kind of go through some of the features, how I built it, and then at the end I'll have probably a few questions because I'm stuck on a few parts. So starting with, I started with the tires, actually Harbor Freight tires, 13-inch tires. I think they're like hand truck tires, I think they refer to them as. I started with that, and then I kind of just built everything around them. They actually are too small for what I built, I guess. They kind of look undersized to me, but I think they're a good start. And basically the whole frame is a 1-inch metal frame. I think I used, it was some 14 gauge and some 16 gauge 1-inch square tube. And so I just bought it in, I think 12-foot lengths, and just cut it up, welded it up, just kind of plugged away at it. And then all the wood, I had some just leftover cedar wood, so I planed it down, and it's just kind of what I had. I don't know, I guess it's lightweight. The whole truck got pretty heavy actually. I think it's at least 150 pounds, which is heavier than I thought. But it is what it is. So we'll kind of, maybe I'll just swing it around here and we'll see the other side of it if that works here. All right, well, just kind of walk over the main control panel here. This is the main shut off, so it's kind of hard for a 4-year-old to turn, which is good because he kind of needs help to turn it on and off, which is fine for that age. But here's kind of the main control panel. It's nice, it gives the voltage of the battery, so I just charged this at 13.3. And then he has all his switches. There's the lights just turn on for that. And then we got, where can we, oh, there you go, the green lights, if you can see those glowing down there a little bit. So yeah, I don't know, it's kind of fun for kids that have all the switches. This switch hasn't been done yet, but well, I'm hoping to do a plow on this, so this would lift the plow up and down. We have snow here, so, and then this is how the dump bed works. Yeah, so as you can see, this is a linear actuator, a 12-volt linear actuator. I think it's rated up to 225 pounds, so he'll be able to lift just about anything he'd ever want to lift. All right, coming back to this. So here's kind of the steering wheel setup. It's just, it's pretty basic. I just use, I think this is oak wood, and just got a wire going through here. So this is, I think, a momentary, can't remember exactly what it's called, but you just push it forward, the vehicle goes forward, you push it reverse, it goes reverse. So it's just kind of, I don't know, it's simple for a 4-year-old, so he's done pretty well just being able to drive it and hitting that button and then going back and forth with that. And it doesn't stay, I think that's the monetary or whatever, it doesn't stay in one position, like it always returns to the position, so he won't just get it stuck and keep going. Steering here, basic steering setup. This is one of the questions I had, is originally this is set up for 4-wheel drive. So there's a shaft there, but I just could not figure out how to do the linkage. Man, I hope the video goes. Basically I have welded like a 1/2-inch socket, 2 socket ends. I was hoping to put like a universal joint there, and that just didn't work out very well because as you turn it, I don't know. So that's definitely, if anyone has any ideas on that, please share them in the comment section below. And I'll get over to the guts of this whole thing. The motor is out of electric wheelchair, so I got it off eBay. I got 2 of them actually. So originally I was going to do 2 motors, one in the front, one in the back, and just ended up with the 1 motor design. And then I just have this little here, I'll turn it on here, a little speed controller here set up. So you got the battery going into the speed controller, you got the motor going into the speed controller, and then this is it's at 100%. You can kind of dial that speed up and down, as my 4-year-old refers to it as juice. He always wants more juice when he's driving it. So that's kind of the basic operation. And then then I have this speed controller wired up to that button on the steering wheel there. So yeah, that's kind of the guts of it. I have, I don't know, I have a sprocket on the motor, and then we're just going to a sprocket in the back. And I need a chain tensioner because this there's some slack, and then all of a sudden jerks forward sometimes when he's driving it. So that will be something in the future. So that's the basic setup of the Super Truck. The few questions I did have that I'm just not quite sure about is more on the electrical side of things. So the electric wheelchair motor is, as far as I understand, most electric wheelchairs are actually 24 volt. And so I just have it set up as 12 volt. And from what I could tell, it spins half the RPMs with 12 volt as opposed to 24 volt. And now, so I was worried it was going to be a little too slow at 12 volts, so I actually did a bigger sprocket on the wheelchair motor than I did on the wheels back here on the shaft, I guess. And so it actually goes plenty fast. I was worried it was going to go like really slow. I know it's for a 4-year-old, but I didn't want it to go like painfully slow. And it goes plenty fast, but when he's going uphill, it doesn't have enough torque. It kind of stalls out. And so my question to YouTube is, if I switch to a 24 volt system, I know it will spin twice as fast, but will it also have more torque, if that makes sense? I know I could do the smaller sprocket on the motor and a bigger one on the wheels. I think that's right. And it has more torque, less speed, I think, less top end speed. But that's the question. I didn't go with 24 volt system because the lights and everything else, the speed controller can handle 24 volts, but then I'd have to do like a down conversion, I think, for the lights, for the linear actuator, for everything else. So it's just 12 volts. And also a question is, maybe part of my issue is the battery's probably too small. I think it's an 18 amp hour battery. I think that was like double the size of a Power Wheel battery, so I thought it'd be fine, because I was kind of like thinking this is like more just like a souped up Power Wheels, but I think it just became a little bigger than even that. So probably need a new battery, I know that. But yeah, I love to hear comments in the comment section below about the 12 volt versus 24 volts. If I could just, basically I want to know, could I put another battery in there? So I have 2 batteries, hook in 24 volt, maybe not worry about the lights or anything right now, but would I have that extra torque? And maybe I could just turn that speed controller down halfway so it's not just ripping fast for him, but have that torque where you can kind of go up hills and stuff. So yeah, I'd love to hear your feedback. So this is probably part 1 of a 2-part after I'm wrapped up everything. I still got to do a cover, and just, you know, all this wiring is just kind of a mess right now. So yeah, I'd love to hear some feedback. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and as always, please subscribe. Thanks. Here, we'll move this. Here. All right. All right. Hey, why don't you try the dump bed? You can stop if you want, whatever, or keep driving.
It's super